Hey everyone, this is Tuck950 and today I want to be giving you recommendations in sports manga. So a lot of time when you think of manga and anime, you don't even really think of sports manga, which is kind of sad. A lot of people skip over sports manga because they're just not a fan of sports in general, which, you know, is understandable, but a lot of times you're missing out on an amazing series. And most sports manga isn't even like completely about the sport itself. It's mainly about character development and, you know, comedy and, you know, being a really inspirational series. My first recommendation is Whistle. Now, Whistle is a soccer manga that follows Sho, a kid that used to belong to a high school with the best soccer team in the league. Now, when he goes to a different school, all the other members of the soccer team are really excited because, yay, finally we got a new team member who could maybe teach us stuff because he was in the best team in the league. Now, it turns out Sho is just the ball cleaner, and really he doesn't know anything about soccer at all. But, you know, after he was embarrassed in front of all of his team members, you know, he practiced, and got better. Now, I really like the main character of the series, Sho, because, you know, a lot of times again, like, he practiced and he got what he deserved. And, you know, it's really inspirational on the reader because, you know, like, when you put effort into something, you're going to get some good out of it. Also, another thing, he stands up for, you know, the other team members. I mean, he's one of those short kids, and the other team members could be beaten up by big bullies, and he'll be like, fuck that, I want to help you. And he's just an overall amazing character, which I really think that without this main character, the series is kind of meh. But, you know, all the other characters are okay, but they really don't shine near as much as Sho does. The development in Sho is really amazing because he used to be that sucky soccer cleaner that couldn't do anything, and he turns out to be one of the leaders of the team, which is really amazing. And that's why I recommend Whistle. Now, the next series I recommend is Slam Dunk. Now, Slam Dunk is a basketball manga that follows Hanamichi. Now, Hanamichi basically is trying to date any girl, but he has this specific girl that he really likes. But there's a problem. She has a humongous crush on the basketball team star. So what does he do? Of course, he joins the basketball team and pretty much shows the guy up, says, hey, I'm better, which was his whole goal. But, you know, he had to practice at it, he had to work at it, and he just barely got on the basketball team. There's a couple reasons I like the series, and A is the comedy. The comedy is hilarious in the series. I really think this series would not be near as good without the comedy, which the main character is kind of a goofball, but he's just hilarious. Another thing is like how he could be a total goofball at once, and then the next thing, he's like this all-star player, and he can play like no one else, and he can kick your ass. I mean, that's what I really liked about this character, is the development. I mean, he was just a complete goofball, and now he's a goofball that can kick some ass. I mean, he's a good basketball player, and that's why I recommend Slam Dunk. So my next recommendation is Eyeshield 21. Now, Eyeshield 21 is a football manga that follows Senakobera, a wimpy team with a pretty big power. Not a superpower, more an ability to run amazingly fast. He can actually run the human limit. Now, when a quarterback Haruma sees this, he basically makes Sena join the team. So you have this wimpy, scared little kid that has this power of speed going up against these humongous guys that are willingly trying to kill him, which leads to some comedy. Now, the series is great in comedy. I mean, you got the main person that gives off most of the comedy is definitely the quarterback Haruma. He's one of those guys like, oh my god, I can't believe you do that, or it's like, oh, that was hilarious, that was a really smart move, or something like that. Another thing I like about the series is the main character, Sena. Now, his character development is amazing. At first, he's just this wimpy kid who can't believe he made it into like a low-class school, let alone be a good football player. And like, it just shows how sports can really change you as a person. He used to be this wimpy kid that he couldn't believe in himself at all, and now he's part of this football team where everyone believes him and depends on him, and that really made him grow as a person. It's very inspirational. And also, this series, it really makes you want to play football, and it covers all the rules very well. I mean, the sports manga is absolutely amazing. It's so amazing that it's my #2 manga. So if you have any other recommendations in sports manga, please put them down in the comments. I'm always looking for new manga to read, and sports mangas are one of my favorite genres, so please put down in the comments if you can. This is Tuck950 saying, see you.